Muy buenas gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio. Estamos aquí con un episodio de Noire. Y acabamos de llegar al barrio de las chabolas, donde supuestamente han visto al tipo desfigurado. Y vamos a ver si... Uy, ¿es ese? Sí, tiene pinta que sí.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry lines.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Keep you down, Phelps.
If you want
The
your
disciples know what you
rightful
did
share,
last night?
We need to fight for it.
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
Get that disfigured son of a bitch with the rest of his acolytes, Phelps.
Toma.
You're doing them a favor, partner.
Vamos, está.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Los japos. Bueno, eso lo llevamos a... que lo lleven a la comisaría.
The Kremlin's over here,
investigar.
Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Uy, eso no pinta bien.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Sospechoso. Monedero. Las líneas iniciales de Teresa. Vamos aquí. El cristal.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Uy, eso no pinta nada bien para Ackerman. El arma del crimen. El arma del crimen tiene él. Mal rollo. Ah, amigo. Otro periódico. Hacía tiempo que no leíamos un periódico. Vamos a ver qué se cuentan. Por fin desaparecía. La policía dice guerra de drogas entre matones. Vamos a ver qué hay más allá.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war. Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon. Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Bueno, si no habéis reconocido a ese, obviamente Kelso, que a lo mejor hace tiempo que no salía en los flashbacks de la guerra, pero era el tipo de, vamos, que veíamos siempre en el flashback de la guerra que no caía bien a Phelps ni viceversa, vamos. Pero bueno, interesante verlo. ¿Está entonces todo? Sí, puede ser que sí. Bien, pues vamos al coche. Vamos a la comisaría. Creo que va siendo hora de decir quién es culpable y quién no. Sería central, no lo sé.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
No habrá que verlo. Puede que tengamos el arma y todo lo demás y que la verdad es que pinte bastante mal para él. Pero intentaremos a lo mejor algo más que eso. Como dice él, una confesión. Se llama. Bueno, no sé. Vamos a interrogar al tipo y a ver qué nos cuenta.
Going this way.
Muy bien. En la sala 1.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Móvil del asesinato.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Saber que es un trozo de cuerda ensangrentada.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
¿Qué tal el trozo de cuerda ensangrentada que acabamos de encontrar?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Contacto con la víctima.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Poli malo, ¿no?
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Oh, vaya. Cuartel estuve
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
Muy bien, eso no lo puedo debatir porque no tengo ninguna prueba de que no haya estado en el campamento. Así que vamos a hacer poli malo.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
No
Stuart
pinta bien.
Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
No queda otra. Ah, mira, ¿quién está ahí? Este. De la frutería del anterior asesinato. Está bien que siga ahí. Curioso.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Threes of Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Sí. Lo que lo no hace mucho. Pistas encontradas, preguntas correctas, 16-17. Bastante bien, la verdad. Distinguida. Puede que haya justicia para los Tralsen si Stuart Ackerman está en condición para ser juzgado. Perfecto. Ha salido bien. Y decía yo que el marido no era. Hacía sospechoso que lo fuese.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Es habitual, porque todo el mundo saluda. El caso de la secretaria. La secretaria.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring, a matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Muy bien, sección de clasificación. Prestamista y víctima. Es que el caso del Noire no está nada claro.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that test.
Vale, muy bien. Tenemos, como lo he dicho, primero al prestamista y luego a la nueva escena del crimen. O sea,
KTI Radio. Check local publications for times of your favorite
a ver qué tal este asesinato, a ver si que... Este está interesante como el anterior, la verdad. El anterior sí bastante interesante, me gusta mucho.
KTI Radio presents national news from Washington.
Boxing's on the card at St. Helena's Gym in the Bronx tonight. Golden Gloves Boxing. First round bouts in the sub-novice lightweight class, and it's strictly standing room only.
Por aquí.
Mario Straponi takes the measure of Tony Perillo. For the time being, that is. Tony gets in a lick or two and seems to be able to...
¿No? Sí, aquí, exacto. Vamos a ver qué nos dice. Pero claro, quien tenga el anillo ese... sospechoso. Muy sospechoso.
How can I help you boys?
¿Sabes? Vale.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Vamos a verlos.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Interesante. ¿Y otro?
Does this mark mean anything?
Sí.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 carats. Muy bien. Entonces, si me dice cuánto oro tiene.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Muy bien, pues eso ya está. Poco más podemos hacer. Ahí va a decir, los años nos lo llevamos, ¿no? Que estaban ahí puestos. Y dudo que queramos dejarnos eso. Muy bien, pues ya está.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Pues sí, la verdad, pero es buena esa. Bueno, el tipo es inteligente, la verdad. Pues no quiero conseguir. No sé, toma por culo, yo quiero estar ahí abajo. Vamos a ir por aquí. Venga, alguna entrada.
Watch it, will you?
Esto me vale. Como entrada. Pero como por otro lado. Perfecto.
Cole.
Aquí está. Muy bien. Vamos a ver qué ha ocurrido aquí.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know.
Oof.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Vamos a ver con el forense primero, a ver qué averiguamos sobre el cadáver y luego interrogamos, como siempre. Mismo procedimiento.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Después de medianoche, borracha seguramente, como siempre. No quería pasar por encima, quería esto, exacto. Vamos a ver.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Debería. La pista de vagabundeo. Un anillo.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Vale. Sale entre medianoche, sales de las 12 y 2. Esa no tiene nada. Esa. Poco más me puede decir eso. Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí. Bolso. A ver qué tenemos aquí. Primero. Licorería. Lo que ha comprado esta cosilla. 2 maletas grandes, maleta pequeña, pelate, almohada, sábana corriente, 3 no sé qué, cepillo para el pelo, bolo, estatuilla, maquillaje, ropa.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Es decir, ninguna de estas cosas es de alcohol. ¿Cómo no? No quería recoger eso, quería recoger lo que está al lado. Esto, el bar.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
El bar Mensch. A ver qué investigar eso también. Siempre hay un bar. Siempre hay un bar. Vamos a ver qué hay aquí dentro. ¿Una carta? Sale, a ver. Vale. Dirección. Muy bien. Estimada Evelyn, espero que recibas esta carta con mejor ánimo que el de cuando nos despedimos por última vez. En esta ocasión nos cruzamos palabras amargas. Habías bebido demasiado y ya sabemos cuando te pones cuando bebes. Uy. No te escribo para hostigarte ni acusarte, te escribo para disculparme. Me quedé desolada al descubrir en qué se había convertido mi chiquilla, en lo que se hace a sí misma. Le estás destruyendo el cuerpo y el alma con la bebida, Evelyn, y ver esto me resulta más duro de lo que puedes imaginar. Es la madre. Pero solo Dios Todopoderoso tiene derecho a juzgar, así que te suplico que me perdones. He estado en contacto con un sanatorio de Connecticut por ti. Dicen que tu estado es una enfermedad, Evelyn, y que tiene cura. Solo tienes que ingresarte. No. Luego se corta ahí la carta, pero tiene pinta de ser de la madre. ¿Es esto un boleto? Keystone Field Company. Ahora parece que trabaja en Keystone. Parece un estudio.
Could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
Exacto.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Muy bien. ¿Ya está? Vamos a llamar un segundo a comisaría. Suelta aquí un teléfono, ¿cómo no?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Perfecto. Ahora sí, vamos a comenzar a interrogar. Vamos con los testigos los que encontraron primero el cadáver. Nos cuentan.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
¿Con qué este tipo, La pinta bien para ti, campeón.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
Oh no. Usado.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Joder, qué mal rollo este tipo. A ver, manipulación de pruebas.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Vale, dice la verdad. No lo dudo.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Muy bien, descubrimiento del cadáver.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Ooh.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Ugh, qué tío. Qué mal rollo. ¿Se considera eso necrofilia? Estoy seguro. Vamos a la tienda de licor. Opa, algo ahí. Siempre el último, ¿cómo no? Vamos allá.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then. Calm down.
Opa.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Vale, así que vamos a dirigirnos a la licorería. Vamos a ver qué información nos puede dar. Por ahora tenemos bastante poca. Solo sabemos que trabajó en el cine y poco más. Pero al parecer el estudio está cerrado, así que no es posible que haya trabajado ahí. Han pasado muchos años desde entonces. Cerró en el 41. Ha pasado bastante tiempo desde que cerró. No sé por qué mantiene el carnet, pero bueno. Esta dirección. A lo mejor interesa echarle un vistazo a Keystone. Nunca se sabe. ¿O hay algo que nos esconde? ¿Algo que no hemos visto? Pues está lejillos el lugar este. Aquí está. Muy bien. Vamos a ver. Upa. siento...
Jesus, Phelps!
¿Este lado? Sí, está en este lado. Librería Levin.
What can I do for you? LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Ah, que vivía aquí, ¿eh? O no vivía aquí, pero guarda sus cosas. Interesante.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
Esta es Serie y su madre.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Supongo que tiene sus amigos. La metafísica de Aristóteles. Yeah.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
¿Cómo será? ¿Qué es esto?
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Interesante.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
A ver qué hay aquí.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Vale, perdón, gente. Hay una pequeña pausa. A ver. ¿Está? ¿Ya está todo? Muy bien, muy bien. Interesante. Vamos a ver, vamos a hacer unas preguntas. Contacto con la
We're
víctima.
trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Puede haber mucho más. Parece decir la verdad.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Interesante. Relación con la víctima.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Parece decir la verdad.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Eso es verdad. El conocimiento de este tal McCaffrey.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Uy, poli malo.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Vale. Eso ha sido bastante útil, la verdad. Tenemos algo más de información, pero gente, lo vamos a ir dejando aquí. Espero que os haya molado este episodio. Y ya sabéis lo que hacer, darle a like, favoritos, suscribiros al canal si no estáis suscritos para más episodios de Play. Y mañana continuaremos con este caso. Ya veremos dónde iremos. Tenemos varios lugares a los que ir ahora mismo. Tenemos el bar y la bolera. Los dos lugares. Y me interesan los dos. Bastante. A lo mejor bueno, especialmente el bar. Porque en el bar suele... Hasta ahora al menos. Hemos averiguado bastante información. Siempre que vamos a un bar solemos conseguir bastante info. Así que eso lo vemos mañana en el próximo episodio. Espero que os haya molado este. Y ya saben qué hacer. Y nada. Nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Muy bien, gente. Y hasta la próxima. Adiós.